Hello, this is Martin from ELT Experiences. It's my first video, and this video we're going to be looking at how to become an English language teacher. Okay, so how do you become an English language teacher? Now, a couple of my friends have asked me before, you're into this English language teaching business, and how did you become an English language teacher? Now, you're probably asking yourself the same question, and it's going to be, I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible for you, okay? Now, before we start on maybe the different things that you need to consider, we're going to have a look at acronyms related to English language teaching, and the most common one is TEFL. TEFL is Teaching English as a Foreign Language, or EFL, English as a Foreign Language. There's TESOL, Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, or ESOL, English to Speakers of Other Languages. And TESL, TESL, and that's Teaching English as a Second Language, or ESL. You know what that means anyway. So TEFL and TESL are both interchangeable. They're mainly related to teaching English to language learners whose English is not their first language. TESOL or ESOL is related to immigration and migrants and refugees seeking to develop their language skills whilst in the UK. Now, second thing is, what do you need to think about when you become an English language teacher? Well, the most important thing is you've got to ask yourself, would I really want to become an English language teacher? Okay, and there's a couple of things that you could do to try and answer that question, or that that feeling that you get and go, you know what, I want to try it out, let's see what happens. Before you jump and pay a lot of money for a particular course and you decide in the end that it's not really worthwhile, what you need to do is you need to have a look at maybe trying to organise some classroom observations or speaking to teachers yourself, and find out what's their day-to-day life like, what do they do each day, and what's the classroom experience like. If you can speak to a language school near to where you live, go over and say, look, I want to become an English language teacher, can you help me? I'm sure they'll help you. You speak to teachers, you speak to the director of studies, you speak to the principal, speak to everybody related to that school and see, could I work with people that are actually working there already? And if you can answer yes, you're on the step to becoming an English language teacher. Yeah? Another idea is, to become an English language teacher, I'm afraid in this day and age you need to have an undergraduate degree. And for me, I did international business, but I've worked with English language teachers who have a degree in history or philosophy or, pretty much any other subject. And the subject isn't important, it just confirms your suitability for, further study towards a certificate in English language teaching. The next thing you need to think about is completing that degree, and if you've completed it, you could actually go abroad and teach in the likes of China or South Korea, not so much these days, but some other countries which recognise your undergraduate degree and would offer you an English teaching position based on just your degree. Now, this is what I did when I went to South Korea. I went to South Korea and I got my undergraduate degree at Southampton Solent University, and within 6 months I was over in South Korea teaching English to young kids, and within that year it confirmed it confirmed to me that I wanted to become an English language teacher. I thought, I'll go over, maybe work there for a year, work out, is it really for me? If so, I'll do a course. Now, you could do the same, or you could just go and approach English language schools in your hometown, etc. The next thing you need to think about is looking at ELT or EFL course. Now there are loads and loads and loads of different courses. There's online courses, there's face-to-face courses, there's weekend courses, and all of them are pretty good, but the only ones that are recognised by schools in the UK and schools abroad are the CELTA and the equivalent. So the CELTA or the Trinity Cert, okay? The CELTA is a certificate in English language teaching to adults, and the Trinity Cert is pretty much the same, okay? And on the CELTA course, it's usually a 4-week intensive course. It was full-time for me when I did it, and I did it again in South Korea. And you can do it over 4 weeks, but now they've offered some sort of flexibility that you can do it part-time, blended learning, which is a bit of online, a bit of classroom experience, that sort of thing. But I would recommend maybe doing it full-time and just focusing solely on that course and get it over and done with within a month. It's pretty simple, yeah? So, number 1, try and find out, is English language teaching for me? Number 2, try and do a CELTA or a Trinity Cert course. And number 3, once you've done these 2, you can actually look for a job in the UK or abroad. Yeah? Once you've got that certificate, it's pretty much a passport, as CELTA and Cambridge TESOL recommend. It's a passport to the world, and I hope you decide to do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you click the like button. Please hit subscribe if you're not subscribing already, and please let me know what you would like me to do in a future video. And if you have any questions about becoming an English language teacher, please ask a question in the comments section below. I'll leave all the links for the CELTA course and the Trinity Cert and everything else with regards to that in the details box below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.